Happy Monday. We're back, guys. We're up and running. Sound's working. Recording's all up and running. We're finally getting the hang of this. We're getting our groove. It's great to be back. I hope you guys are all well. Yeah, we're back, guys. Please hit the subscribe button, follow button, all that sort of stuff. Quick little thing. We're actually changing our streaming platform at the moment for April. We're trying something a little bit different. Obviously, we've been going live on Twitch for the last 3 years. There's a new streaming service, kick.com. We've jumped on there just to trial it and see how it works. It's been really, really successful so far. So please jump over to kick.com/Heinzie. Get over there and come and hang out with us. Our live streams for most of April, just as a bit of an experiment. We're trying it over there, so come and hang out with us instead of Twitch just for the month of April. It'll be fantastic. Hello, Ram. How you doing, brother? What's happening, man? It's good to have you back.
Morning, Heinzie.
We're on time. I'm loving this, mate. We're finally getting this right. How's your weekend been, man? How's
We're
everything
good.
been?
We're on time, and we got our audio going. So, I mean, what else can go wrong?
Anyway, moving right along. I'm kidding. Well, we got you here, so anything's possible. I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding. All right, let's get straight into it. So, for those that haven't joined us, of course, before, 2 parts. Half of the video's on mine. The other half's on Rambam's channel as well. Link will be below. We're going to add it straight after recording these, so there's no stuff up. So go and check out the description underneath, because people ask, "Hey, where's the other part?" The other part's in the description. You just got to tap the link. It'll take you straight there. It's really, really simple. So get after it and come and hang in. Come and check out part 2. It's really, really cool. So we get to the meme, of course. We do the meme of the week, of course, brought to us from Minnie, who left us way too soon. The meme is an absolute ripper. Rem hasn't seen this one, which is good. Okay, so it relates to a more recent Mando one. I'm confused. I thought you completed your mission, but you're still running around here with the same little critter. It's complicated. You just need to watch the Book of Boba Fett episodes 5, 6, and 7. That just explains the whole thing. Nice and easy. Straight up. There we go. I thought that was a pretty good one. Pretty relevant. Little mini spoiler there, but not really. Yeah, definitely one of my favorites. But anyway, let's get into the next topic.
That's a good one.
Thanks, man. Thanks. So let's get into the next topic we need to talk about. And of course, we're going to talk about raids today, guys. We know a little while ago in the most recent, I think it was it the State of the Galaxy or the Road Ahead? I can never keep up. It's one of those two. The announcement.
Pretty sure it was Road Ahead.
Yeah, from the announcement a while ago from CG that they're, of course, updating the raid system. That was a little while ago now, Ram. And I'm hoping sooner rather than later that we get this new raid, what do you call it? The new raid system, I guess you'd call it. I'm really excited about this. It's going to kill off Murking, 100%. Like, Murking is something that's annoyed them for a long, long time. So you may be able to do it, but it's going to be extremely difficult to do so, if at all. Ram, look, how long before we get these raids, mate? Are we going to get them soon? Are we still going to be waiting a while? Are they still subject to change? Like, what's your thought, brother? Where you at with the raid system? Because I want it sooner rather than later, you know.
Oh, absolutely. I want it sooner rather than later. But I generally, when they do a Road Ahead, isn't it what, 3 months?
Mm-hmm.
It's like everything that they have planned within 3 months. But it's CG. Everything's subject to change. I mean, I don't know. Now, what I will say is, if they're gonna take their sweet time on it, that's fine. I'm just asking for it to not be released with bugs. That's it. Take 6 months. Just don't release it buggy.
Yeah.
Fair ask.
I know how this is going to play out. And again, I mean, you know, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to work it out, but absolutely they're going to, I hope they're not going to. I feel they're going to rush it, and I think there's absolutely going to be problems with it. I don't know what it is, whether it's mechanic problems, whether it's payout issues, something. I don't know what it is, but the track
You're going to get the inevitable post that said, well, the raid system is not working as intended.
That's the last thing we want to see. Honestly, isn't it, Ram? Like, seriously, that's the last thing that we need right now in the game, right? Last thing we need is just to go, hey, guys, stuffed up again. Oops. Hope not. Honestly, I mean, look, I'm really excited about this new raid system. I really, really am. I think that really the last time I can remember doing the Sith raid, the heroic Sith raid, I can't remember. Like, I just hit the sign up button. I just don't have time for it. You know, there's no challenge there. The challenge Rancor is bloody annoying, and that's what it is. It's straight up bloody annoying. I don't have a lot of interest in that one, unfortunately. I want to sink into a new raid. I mean, it's been it's been years since we've had a new raid in this game, and I think that we've got every right to say, you know what, I'm excited about it. We've been waiting for long enough. I'm glad they're doing them because for a while there, Crumb said straight up to us, there's going to be no more raids. Like, we're not going to do them. They take too long, and they're not worthwhile for us. Investment and the time to create. So I'm thrilled that they're doing it. I'm not having a crack. I'm really not. I'm just really want it implemented as soon as possible because for a guild like mine, I can have 7, 8, 9 people all disappear at once to nick off to go and do a merc and come back in like 2, 3, 4 hours. And I've got to chase people to make sure they're in before the next guild event as well. Like logistically, it's a real pain in the backside. And I think that the sooner that they fix this, that you can do it in your own time where you don't have to move around to get those extra rewards. I think certainly that's a benefit to a lot of people that have to manage these guilds as well. And it's really, really frustrating, Ram. But hey, look, you're a leader and officer. You know what I'm talking about. The sooner they implement this and kill off that type of system, I think the better, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just murking is beneficial for the player, but it has happened before, at least in previous guilds I've been in, where people murk and they try to come back before the good event, but they don't make it, and now you're stuck joining at TW 49 out of 50 or TB, and they're locked out, and now you're not gonna hit an extra star or two because you're down a person. It's just the new raid system hopefully will fix that, but just release it properly soon, but properly.
Yeah, that's right. We know you're putting the effort. We're not saying you're not. Make no mistake. We're not saying, hey, you guys aren't doing what you need to do. We're absolutely not saying that. What we're saying is get it right. But if you can get it done pretty soon, we'd really bloody appreciate it. I think that's probably what we're saying. We're trying to say here, straight up. But
bingo.
Hey, look, what's been your favorite raid over the years, Ram? Because obviously we've played them all. Which one is actually your favorite? Like, which one have you enjoyed the most?
I'll say Sith raid.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say Sith raid, and so I'm gonna preface this by saying I did not play the launch. I'm not a launch player, so I did not play the launch of Rancor. I came in on a few months after HAT had started.
Yep.
So I wasn't able to really enjoy that in its prime.
Yep.
So when Sith Raid got launched in February of 18, that's when I was prime and ready to go. I just remember the guild camaraderie and everybody's working towards a common goal, and like, hey, okay, so we posted this for this amount of damage in this phase. Use this team, use this modding. Like, it was beautiful to see everybody, all 50, just working in collusion to take down a common goal, to take down something as difficult at the time as Sith Raid.
I feel it's certainly something we've lost. I actually think that. I think that the social aspect of the game, in-game participating in guild events, I think that certainly that's been really diminished with the overall workload of playing the game generally. Like, I just feel that we're always just under a lot of pressure to complete things all the time instead of actually having fun and enjoying it. I love the new system where you're going to go, you know what, you can have a crack at it, but if you don't get it right, you don't have to lodge it. Go back in and have another shot. That actually gives you an avenue for your other guildmates to hang out and also just try a few things for a couple of hours when you're bored and just, see what works and what doesn't, test things that work and what doesn't, help your guildmates as well, get a better score with your knowledge or whatever else. I think that we're absolutely lacking that. I think whatever we can do to improve, the actual guild connection somehow in a social level or a game level, I'm down for, because let me tell you, territory war ain't doing it. That's just a stress fest. And look, I absolutely want to see, another. I mean, the time zone. I think the raid system solves the time zone issue, and that's what I think is a real problem with a lot of these types of events, right? I mean, that's certainly the time zone. Clocks are hard, and not everyone lives in the same spot, and coordinating everyone is a nightmare. It really is in a lot of cases, and I think that territory war. I think that it needs the same sort of love time zone wise that the raid system's going to give. And I think that would be really good. But tell me, am I wrong? Am I way off the mark because I'm Australian and, you're in America and no one else gives a stuff? Like, what's your opinion?
Look, I can only imagine. I've been stationed over in Europe. I know the time zone struggle. Coordinating rogue actions with you is a hassle in and of itself with, what is it, like a 13-hour time zone difference. So, it's time zones are a pain in the ass. Take it from me. I've been in a guild with Mort. The guy can't time zone worth shit.
Enough said. Guys, let us know in the
Slide
comments.
that dagger in there.
Let us know in the comments below what you guys think. Are you looking for the new raid system? Do you not care? Let us know what you guys think. We'd love to hear it. And do you think the time zones need to be addressed in the territory war format somehow? Maybe move it from 24 to 36 hours or something. Just make it a bit fairer across the world. Let us know. Only one thought,
that's
an example.
something I miss about the TB.
Yeah.
If that's a feature that I can say I did not know I missed until they took it away, 36-hour phases in TB.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I think just the pressure kicks you. But hey, if you want to compete in the high-end stuff, you got to put the extra work in. I'm okay with that in certain aspects because we can't have it all one-way traffic, right? And I mean, it's very rarely one-way traffic. But that's a whole different conversation. But we'll come back to that and we'll talk about that another time. But we got to talk about, of course, big week last week when it came to the Star Wars TV shows, Ram. It was going off. Spoiler alert, guys. We're about to talk about Mando. We're about to talk about Bad Batch finale. Let us know. Here we go. No, we're gonna get into it. Let us know. Hang on a second. Let's go. Spoiler alert. You've been bloody warned. You've had your chance. All right, you can come back later if you want. I prefer for you to listen, but if you haven't seen it yet, we don't want to wreck it for you. But if you really are watching this channel, you should be freaking seen it already anyway because you're a Star Wars fan. Just saying, straight up. Okay, here we go. Jumping in, Ram. Straight in, mate.
Let's do it.
Where do you want to start? Zeb. Where do you want to start? Zeb. Ooh, holy crap, he looked good. He looked good.
Zeb was really well done.
Yeah.
Really well done. I love the blend of not just CGI. They could have gone pure CGI route, but what they did was they went CGI with a bit of motion capture, facial capture of the actual actor that played him. Yeah. And it was just Steve Bloom, I think is what his name was. It was worked beautifully. He looked fantastic.
It was magnificent. It was so well done. It was so good. So good to see Zeb on the big screen. That's a character. Honestly, I certainly never saw that coming. Like in the season, I knew that there was a chance, of course, seeing some Rowan. But I didn't forget about Zeb, but I just didn't have in my mind that we'd see him in any way soon. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just
right.
Maybe I'm the only one that got blindsided, but I really am happy that I saw Zeb in that format, and that gets me excited because we know that they're throwing these little breadcrumbs out for the new Ahsoka series. I mean, that's 100% what that's all about.
And if that is any indication, and I'm just if that's any indication as to what they can do with Zeb, I'm so anxious to see. Obviously, Ezra's a human, but Thrawn.
Yeah.
Hera. You got Sabine, Chopper, all the classic Phoenix crew, man. I'm so excited to see all these guys brought into live action from their Rebels counterparts, and
there's just so much potential for awesomeness in that show, which it was already. Make no mistake, we're already excited about just Ahsoka in real life. I mean, it's just Rosario Dawson. She's amazing. Like it works. So to have all these other characters coming in that we're starting to see the little puzzle pieces coming together in the lead up to the show, man, how can you not be excited about that? I'm super pumped, man. And the Mando battle, man, on Navarro, that was some of the most exciting stuff I've seen in a long time.
Oh yeah,
I'm loving that. There's still a bit of tension there with a bit of Boca Trash, of course, doing her work. I'm kidding, it's Boca Tan. I'm being an idiot. I'm used to saying that from Swigo because her kid needs work. Yeah. I'm really, I think, honestly, I really believe that this episode of Mando was honestly one of the best of the season, if not the best. I thought that it just had everything. It had everything in it.
Oh yeah. It was beautiful. I want to get your opinion on this.
Sure.
Okay, so the first two seasons have all been The Mandalorian.
Correct.
Right? Din Djarin, we follow Din Djarin, we follow Grogu.
Correct.
This season, I feel, is not necessarily The Mandalorian, but Mandalorian in general. It's diving so deep into Mandalorian as a whole. And personally, I feel like not necessarily are they talking about Din Djarin as the Mandalorian. What if they're talking about Bo-Katan? They are giving her the limelight, and she is, as they said in the last episode, she's the key. She walks both paths.
She
She
does.
can walk the way. She can also walk the other path to unite all the clans, which is the ultimate goal, and get everybody back onto Mandalore.
I saw a little conspiracy theory that's been thrown around already, and we know that Bo-Katan knows how to use that darksaber really, really well, right? So that
Absolutely.
it was thrown out there where, of course, the little spider monkey dude that got Din Djarin in one of the previous episodes, locked him up. The darksaber was taken off him in that battle, right? Because he was captured, and then of course Bo-Katan picked up the darksaber, killed the spider with it. Technically, the saber should be in Bo-Katan's possession because she did win it in combat against the spider dude, not Mando. Interesting theory that was thrown out there. I don't know. I mean, obviously, that's not the storyline they want to run with. They want to go for a Din Djarin / Bo-Katan battle. I mean, who wouldn't? That's going to be amazing. But I'm just saying that was thrown out there. Technicalities are a big thing in Star Wars, man. You know how that works.
Technicalities are a big thing. That's interesting.
That's one I heard.
I
and I
didn't think
thought,
about that.
Yeah, and that's one that I heard, and I thought, okay, that's actually got some merit. But obviously, that's not the way the storyline wants to go with it. We'll just have to wait.
Right?
And see.
Yeah.
But but of course, the last little reveal, of course, surprise, Moff Gideon's not locked up after all. Gee, who saw that coming?
But is that really the surprise? I think we all knew that he was gonna not get locked up. He was gonna escape somehow. The shocker is what was on that ship.
That's what I was
when
getting
they found
to.
it.
Yeah, I know, the little piece of Beskar.
Oh man.
Okay, that just alludes to so much. It really does. And I tell you what if? I mean, I don't know what you're thinking. Look, you talk about what you're thinking, and I'll mention what I'm thinking. That equates to, Ram. I'm really curious. You tell me what you think that means. Yeah.
I got two theories.
Okay.
Obviously, the easy one is Imperial Super Commandos, right?
Ooh.
Right? Gar Saxon's crew and all that. What if they bring the Imperial Super Commandos back? They are Mandalorians and they do wear Beskar, but they're Imperials. And, Imperials are trying to protect their Imperial own. So I don't know if the timelines match up. I haven't done that much research into it, but that was just something that kind of popped in my head. I was like, it could be Imperial Super Commandos. The other aspect is Paz Vizsla. We know Paz Vizsla. He knows that Din Djarin told him that Moff Gideon was, going to be locked up. And we know the bad blood that he has with them, especially given the history of the Darksaber. I'm sure there's some unhashed history there.
Ooh.
What if Paz Vizsla captured him to execute him personally or whatever, and we just haven't seen that part yet?
Ooh. I've got one other theory that's different to those, Ram, and I like those.
Oh,
I
really?
didn't think about either of those. We know that, of course, that our boy Moff Gideon had a bit of a stash of Beskar laying around, right? Because he was using it to pay off to get Baby Yoda, right? And I don't care. You can call Grogu all you want. Baby Yoda to me, I don't care, right? That's just me, straight up, right? Always Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda forever. But we know that he had a fair stash of Beskar. We understand that. What if he's actually knocked up some Beskar Dark Troopers, mate? What if he's knocked up some Beskar armored Dark Troopers and they broke him out? Yeah.
Oh, because
yeah.
Then if they do that, you can't have just Luke Skywalker rushing in to save the day because it's Beskar.
Yes.
That's nice. I like that.
I like that too. I want to see. I love my Dark Troopers anyway. You know, I love my Frank the Tank Dark Troopers, right? Punchy, right?
Who doesn't love Punch Bot? It's just he's given us so many orgasmic moments.
So good
in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes.
So good. I don't think anyone's disappointed seeing Dark Troopers on the screen all day long.
No.
Bring them. That would be awesome. Beskar ones. Oh, that makes me excited. I like that one.
Star Wars loves their droids, but
they do. They do. Let's get to Bad Batch, man. Let's talk about a bit of Bad Batch. The final episodes, the season, dude.
Where do we start?
Yeah, look. I tell you what. If I never see Sid again, I'll be happy. That's the first thing I'm going to say. Because seriously, Sid can nick off. I have zero interest in that character story and all the crap she brings forward. Thank you. Yes. Straight up, never to be seen again. I'm not going to be disappointed. Straight up. That's fine. Surprise. Omega gets captured. Gee, who thought that was
Oh
coming?
wow, who was shocked about that
Yeah,
one?
yeah, never saw that coming. Wow, who would have thought? I like the Hemlock character.
Wait, a kid doesn't listen?
Yeah, I like the Hemlock sort of direction. I think that this is a really interesting sort of character, Hemlock. I think that's pretty
I love
cool.
Hemlock.
I really think he's a really really good villain, so to speak. I like the way that that's playing out. I really really do. But dude, what was your favorite part? Sorry, it's not all about me, but man, there's just so much to cover. We got some action
No,
scenes.
dude, there's so much.
Yeah.
So there's so much to love in these 2 episodes. Number one, we got more of Crosshair and whatnot. We got a little bit of Crosshair.
Little
I
bit.
love Crosshair, and I'm rooting for him to come back to the Bad Batch. Number 2, we gotta mention it. Tech.
Yeah. He's not done.
I didn't expect that.
Is he done? Is he done?
I don't think so. Fan theory right here. Number 1, it's Star Wars.
Yes.
We've seen people fall from insane heights
Yes.
and they don't die,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Now, he's human, sure,
Yes.
but we've seen him fall from great heights. And the fact that Hemlock says, hey, this is all we found of him, or this is all we could recover,
Yeah. Rubbish.
means that maybe he didn't find a body. Maybe the goggles just fell off and that's all he found.
Mm-hmm.
We did not see a body.
Or another theory. He fell in snow. All right, snow soft. He could have survived the drop somehow, right?
Snow is
That's
not really
possible.
soft, but okay.
You get my point. The point is, it could have been super.
Star Wars, it's soft,
Star
right?
Wars, fluffy, soft snow. You never know, right? Could have been on an
Sure,
angle.
yeah.
Could have done some Warren Miller ski action, slid down the hill.
Yeah.
Like it could have got away with that, right? We don't know. We're talking tech here. He's got all the toys, right? Could have calculated a trajectory or somehow or whatever else that got him safe.
And that was my thought process. Yeah.
Yeah. And I actually think that maybe the Empire have captured him as well, and they're making them believe that the goggles are the only thing that he has. That's
Absolutely.
That's certainly another thing, because I mean it was obviously a home base. It was an Empire home base, so it makes sense. There's going to be a lot of soldiers and stormtroopers and snowtroopers floating around the joint. So there's no reason why certainly he couldn't be recovered and captured, but made them believe that he's cooked. So we'll just have to wait and see. But let us know in your comments, guys, and your thoughts down below. We'd love to hear what your thoughts are and your predictions as well. Are we looking too much into it or not? But yeah, certainly, there is, of course, going to be season 3, and we're excited about that. It's going to be a while, but can't wait.
Ben Mendelsohn came back for Krennic too.
My boy
There was
Mendo!
that.
My boy Mendo! You can't keep a good Mendo down. Don't you worry about that. That's my boy. That's my boy. All day long. It's Mendo season, baby. We've got Secret Invasion coming up. There's some Mendo action. You're going to be sick of Mendo this year. It's the year of the Mendo. That's it, straight up. Alrighty, it's crazy stuff. Hey, we still got part 2. We're not even done. We're only halfway there. Jump over. The link is below in the description. We're going to hit some cool Ram Rage. We're going to do some fun stuff. We're going to talk about that family, just everyone's favorite game mode. We're going to have a chat about that one as well. And we'll go through it all. And Ram has some shrinkage issues he wants to discuss as well. So guys, we'll get over there and we'll get after it. We'll have some fun. Get over it and check out the link on the next one. We'll see you again next week. Have a good week, guy. Bye, guys.